I'm willing to bet that this is the gesture that Robert Kraft made when he found out his fate, if you want to even call it that, when he found out that bit of news involving his situation with the prostitution and solicitation down in Florida. So I got this notification to my phone just a couple minutes ago that says that Florida prosecutors offered to drop charges against Patriots owner Robert Kraft. Are any of us in the least bit surprised? We shouldn't be. After all, they didn't even give up one mugshot of this man. Come to think of it, to switch gears a little bit, they didn't even give up any mugshots for the people involved with that collar scam either. Good pointing that out, Harvey, as he did in a commentary I listened to recently. Guess what Robert Kraft all he has to do? First off, they gave him a plea deal. Guess what he has to do? Do 100 hours of community service, pay a $5,000 fine, and take an education course about about prostitution, screen for sexually transmitted diseases, and pay some court costs. That's all he got to do. That is all Robert Kraft has to do. And $5,000 to him, to a billionaire, is like a penny to us. Now, this is the definition of a slap on the wrist. And I believe one of the major reasons they're doing it is a couple things. One, I mean, Robert Kraft. That last name, Kraft, he's a billionaire. He's the owner of the Patriots. He and his team just won the Super Bowl. And the obvious reason is that he's white, and I think he is Jew. He is a Jew. So I'm not in the least bit surprised. But let this happen to a black person, whether they had money or not, they would find a way to make these charges stick against them. And this is basically a dog whistle saying that, you can do and engage in prostitution even when it's illegal, or be involved with those rings even when it's illegal in certain states. Now, the only state that I know of that prostitution is legal in is Nevada, by way of Las Vegas. Now, if he had did this out there, then it would have been really no point of them making a big deal about this. But I remember a few years ago, and this is not even me taking enough for Michael Jordan, but I just have to bring it up. Do y'all remember a few years ago when Michael Jordan, I think he went to Atlantic City and he went to a casino and he just was gambling? Just like anybody would, he's just gambling. It's his money. He can gamble whatever he wants. The news media made a big goddamn deal about this man gambling. First off, it's his money. He earned it. He can do with it what he pleases. What business of it is yours? They made it such a hassle that this black man was in this casino throwing probably hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars at this casino, whether he was winning or not. And they turned it into a thing as if he was making bad money deals. I will never forget that. I think it happened back in the early 2000s. I think he was playing for the Wizards at the time. Let me know down in the comments if y'all remember that. I thought that shit was so ridiculous. Even back then when I wasn't young, but I was old enough to remember and to know like that was some bullshit. Like it's almost like they wanted him up against the wall. I guess it was a slow news day. But yeah, I'm not surprised nothing is going to happen to Robert Kraft. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to the other guys, but if they fall into the same kind of league as Robert Kraft, but I think Robert Kraft was the most known person there, and he probably was most likely, definitely the most wealthiest. But a lot of those guys that frequent there have money. So they most likely will get a slap on the wrist as well, with Robert Kraft getting the biggest slap. And they probably doing this because, they have to make sure Robert Kraft gets back to his team so they can hopefully bring another Super Bowl win. I swear, everybody on that damn Patriots roster, whether they are on the team or they are the coach or the owner, gets a slap on the wrist. Tom Brady with that whole deflate gate thing, slap on the wrist. What, they suspended him, 2 or 3 games? Meanwhile, Kareem Hunt, he got suspended. If y'all didn't know, he got suspended for half the next season. That means he can't even play the first 8 games. Luckily, he got paid. So basically, he's just going to be riding the bench for the first half of the season because of what happened. It was almost like okay, we'll let you on this team, but you're going to have to sit out these 8 games. But Tom Brady, who it was confirmed that he cheated, well, that whole damn team cheats. That's why Bill Belichick got that name he got, Bill Belichick. They do what they do, and he only got suspended for what, 2 or 3 games. And then people try to make it seem like, why were they doing that to him and things of that nature? Who gives a goddamn about Tom Brady? And Bill Belichick, well, it's some shady stuff going on with him too, that I'm sure has already come out or will be coming out in the near future. And now Robert Kraft. Like I said, that entire team, it's like they give him a shield of protection. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing because of where the team is located and because of the name. But like I said, I am not surprised that Robert Kraft will not face any consequences for this. That's just like with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. If Jeffrey Epstein is not going to face any consequences, which it seemingly is looking like for way worse than Robert Kraft did, then I know that Robert Kraft ain't going to face shit. And Jeffrey Epstein, that guy is as rotten as you can get. Like, that guy literally is skating through everything right now. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one. Okay, I'm back. I had to do a little update because something just came through maybe about 2 hours ago. Remember, I actually recorded the first part that you heard before the cutoff yesterday. So it just came down that Robert Kraft has decided not to take the plea deal that they offered him. You know, the one that I was talking about, the community service, the fine, and all of that. He said he decided not to take it because he believes that he committed absolutely no crime. Although the solicitation of prostitutes, you know, especially in a place where it's not legal or anywhere outside of the confines of places like Las Vegas or Nevada, it is illegal. But he's just basically saying that he doesn't think that he did anything wrong. He feels he committed absolutely no crime. Am I shocked that he decided to not take the plea deal? Hell no. But now it means that this is going to drag out a little bit longer than they expected. Because basically, they wanted to give him the plea deal just so this shit could go away. Let's be real. That's what it really all boiled down to. But now it's like, he's like, why am I going to accept something like this and, you know, have to do extra stuff when I feel I'm when he feels he's the one being wronged here. He feels he has to accept no accountability, no responsibility for his actions. And again, on that part, I'm not surprised. So the Robert Kraft saga continues.